Shoppers are up in arms about shrinkflation affecting an Aussie favourite. Consumers have claimed that Arnott's beloved Monte Carlo biscuit has almost half the filling that it once used to. The company recently denied any changes, but an angry biscuit buyer has taken to social media to share proof the $3 treat ain't what it used to be.
Oh, my gosh. A special Buzz panel is here to tell us more. We welcome brothers, TikTok superstars and hosts of the Luke and Sassy Scott podcast. What are you pointing at?
That photo of the biscuit.
May I please finish my introduction to you guys? Luke and Scott O'Halloran, morning, boys.
Hi, boys.
All right, it's rude to point. Your mum didn't tell you that?
No, she did, but I'm shocked. If that biscuit came in my packet, I'd be furious.
If Mum told us that was going to be the new Monte Carlo, I wouldn't believe it.
Look, cost of living crisis, it's affecting everybody. People have the right to be annoyed when they see that.
Yes, if they've seen that for the first time, I think everyone's going to be annoyed. That's awful.
If somebody did that to my salt and vinegar chips, I'd be up in arms.
Up in arms.
So I'm watching you Smiths and Lays, don't you dare come for my chips.
Sassy Scott, cooking consumers are getting really riled up by this. We know they can get worked up. What gets you worked up? Like chips?
Chips? My brother?
Yes.
I think just like anybody else that has a sibling.
Yes.
What else gets me riled up?
But I guess when it comes back to biscuits, though, the fact that they just think they can get it over you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we're not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it. Well, then I was just thinking about it. Should we stop buying it so then that puts pressure on them, or should we start buying them so then they get a bit more cash, the inflation isn't hurting them and they start putting more Carlo in the Monty?
Carlo in the Monty.
Or the Monty in the Carlo?
Yeah, I don't think Arnott's is struggling. I don't know.
What came first, the Monty or the Carlo?
I don't know what's going to keep getting smaller, but your earrings and your chain probably could.
Yeah.
Start with that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, boys. And there's a new push to remove the limit on how much radio stations need to pay artists to broadcast their songs. Now, it's part of an attempt to do more for musicians and the future of the music industry. It comes as a report show only 0.4% of the $4.4 million earnings from the industry were paid to composers and artists last year. Scott, we got to be careful not to take these amazing artists' work for granted.
Yeah, and you know what? You're speaking to a true artist. Music to my ears. No, do you know what? I think people have been sitting at the top for so long. People like Rita Ora start taking the cash from her pocket and sharing with everyone else.
Oh, okay.
That's your solution?
Yeah.
Mr. Monte Carlo, all right. That's it.
Luke, what do you think what should we be doing to
Well, it's
support them?
almost like all four of us right now. Like, I assume you two aren't getting paid for this gig too. Like,
No,
starts
that's true.
everywhere. Yeah.
We've got a Bitcoin arrangement that's sent to Panama, but we don't like to talk about it on
Oh, you guys are getting paid for this?
Yeah, not while the tax office is watching, at least.
And they do.
I haven't looked at the crypto exchange.
Yours is down, mine's up.
That percentage was wild. 0.4% of what? 4.4 million.
Don't ask me to go back.
Crazy. I'm sorry, that's a crazy amount.
What it's sounding like is it's not fair for the artists, right?
No.
That's what it's sounding like.
No, and that's true. And I think artists have something special to give to the world. They make you feel something, right? So people, I think, that are no longer doing ChatGTP, that have been creatives, that are making people feel something in their life, I think should get a bit more of a bit of a pat on the back and a dollar in the bank for what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
One young entrepreneur says that ditching his friends helped him get rich. 23-year-old Luke Lintz, who runs a PR firm, has bragged that he won't go for catch-ups and nights out and claims cutting out others and focusing fully on his career is the only way to make millions.
Scott, would you sacrifice a friendship to get ahead?
Probably not a friendship, but maybe a brother.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
I think we've all made mistakes at that age. Yeah,
it's a mistake.
Might be a regret there.
So if you're sitting at home, you wonder how you know these two guys. These are the brothers who play pranks on each other all the time on TikTok and Instagram and social media. Luke and Sassy Scott. We're going to show you a little bit. Here's where you know them from.
Oh my God, is that real? You, Luke. This is why we're in a pandemic, because of things like
So Luke's moved in with Sassy Scott during COVID. This monster has started. Now, what are we talking, nearly 1 billion views on TikTok?
Somebody just told us just last week that we've hit 1 billion views in just over 12 months.
Wow.
So fun.
And this all started just because you moved in to him during COVID.
Yeah, you take the bad with the good, I suppose. So I moved in during COVID and, I don't know, I was bored one day, so I just stirred him up and just made a video.
Played a prank.
Played the prank, yeah, and then that went wild overnight. It was something like 2 million views on the first post, and I was like, oh,
And
got a little bit of a buzz.
And now you're international superstars, sitting with, who was it? Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, well,
Kelly Osbourne a month ago.
So
in her house.
Sharon has like taken us under her wing. It's
Sharon
so,
Osbourne, right? Oh my God,
It's
yes.
so weird. So she calls us her international sons. And then so we're in a family group chat now with the Osbournes.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, Cully's our sister. Anyway, we were just over there. They invited us over for lunch. Ozzy wasn't well, so then we went to Cully's new house, and we were just laying on her couch and just like braiding her hair, eating chocolate.
I wasn't braiding her hair. But it felt so like normal that we're just taking photos. I uploaded a photo of her new son who hasn't been released to the world, and she's like, no one's uploaded, like that's the first time anyone's posted a photo of my son. Like, may as well get it out now.
And you're getting recognised out and about now, and
Yeah. It's
Hard to miss, boys. Hard to miss.
No, it's completely. It's weird. You know, we haven't changed, but the world around us has completely changed. But everyone that comes up to us is just beautiful. Everyone's happy, and they share like the coolest stories with us.
Yeah,
so it's
great
fun.
stuff. Spreading the fun, spreading the joy. Nice to see you this morning on the couch. Thanks, guys.
Anytime. Thank you.
yeah, keep pranking it up. To hear more from the Bickering Brothers, you can listen to the Luke and Sassy Scott podcast on the Listener app.
There you go. Yes.
As well as catching all their pranks.
Photo of Kelly Osbourne's baby right there. Now,